When one of the wildest and weirdest crime waves in recent history hits Gotham City, it won't take heroes to solve this crime, it'll take the Gotham City Sirens. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Gotham City Sirens issue number 1, the kickoff to a brand new weekly series courtesy of Leigh Williams, and find out what happens next together, shall we? So then, as we join the book, a young woman is being chased through the streets of Gotham at night by a group of shirtless cowboys. Again, probably not the strangest thing to happen on the streets of Gotham at night, but certainly up there. Turns out this isn't just any young woman, though. It's actually the supervillain White Rabbit, who when threatened is able to split between her two personalities, and honestly, it's been so long since White Rabbit has been any kind of relevant, I A, absolutely forgot that was her power, and B, that she could do that whenever she wanted. The White Rabbit persona ends up getting grabbed by the Cowboys, while the regular human persona, Jane A. Hudson, ends up getting grabbed by Catwoman, who seems to have some sort of unfinished business with her. Now, elsewhere in the city at the same time, we're introduced to Harley Quinn. She's walking her two pet hyenas, Bud and Lou, just, average day that ends in Y when you're Harley Quinn. When she too ends up getting harassed by some more of these cowboys, only these ones are shooting guns and riding ATVs. They also seem to be hunting some sort of robot buffalo. Obviously, Harley was dying for a break from the monotony and throws herself into this caper full force. She beats up the two wannabe cowboys, or bitch Cassidys as she calls them, in an attempt to get to the bottom of all of this weirdness. They don't give her a straight answer though. In fact, they both seem quite deluded, acting like this is some sort of video game. Hell, they even talk about skill issues and leveling up before eventually just leaving their bodies entirely. So we're doing a Westworld thing. I can dig it. The craziest part is that even though the cowboys are gone, one of those robot buffaloes won't stop harassing poor Harley. A thing you might notice about these robot creatures is that they're all branded with the same two letters, XO. Perhaps this is related to the brand new energy drink sensation taking Gotham by storm, XO Punch. This stuff is so sought after, people are wrecking shops and trampling each other just to get their hands on it. Oh, we're doing a prime energy thing, huh? I can dig it. Even someone like Poison Ivy, who usually likes to keep herself to herself and her nose in her work, has no choice but to take notice of everything going on with this brand new drink. Ivy's important research ends up getting interrupted, though, when Harley shows up with the buffalo that won't leave her alone and the two cowboys who seemingly aren't inside their own bodies anymore. Harley hopes that Poison Ivy, being the smart one, can reach some sort of scientific explanation for everything that's been going on recently, though it certainly seems like they're missing a pretty damn big piece of the puzzle, a piece that is ultimately provided to them by Catwoman, who also swings by. Selina wants Jane A to spill her guts about everything she knows about what's going on and how these cowboys, this energy drink, and an even stranger AR metagame are all actually connected. It's after that, though, we end up switching our perspective once again to see what became of these cowboys. They've taken White Rabbit back to their base, where we can see is also the very same location wherein they're bottling this XO energy drink, though no one who's working there actually seems to be in control of their own bodies at the moment, almost as if they've been completely brainwashed, though we also see a line of young men who have come here completely willingly to swear themselves to this XO cause. But who exactly is pulling the strings on this operation, and why? Well, we see the shadowy boss is actually a lady. Not only that, but she's a streamer who uses her very violent, very real shooter streams to help hawk her energy drink, and wouldn't you know it, XO Punch is actually being made by Punchline, aka Allison Kay, a former protege of the Joker who has long since struck out on her own to seek a career as a solo villainess. And how's it going? Well, she's a bathtub streamer with a private cowboy army. We're doing one of those, huh? Well, I can dig it as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Gotham City Sirens issue number 1, everybody. A very fun and very funny little kickoff to what I'm sure will be an exciting little weekly series. The worst thing I can really say about this one is that this first issue offers way more questions than answers and little time to actually enjoy the characterization, but hey, this is a weekly series. It can afford to do that because the story's literally going to be continued next week, and there's a good chance you're not gonna forget what you just read, and hopefully all the momentum is gonna actually still be there. Matteo Loli does really good on art. He draws a lot of very pretty ladies, and they're very fun to look at. What can I say? I'm not made of stone. I'm also really interested to see what Williams ends up doing here with Punchline storyline, a character who I think entered comics with so much pomp and circumstance and had a lot of eyes on her, only to kind of fall off the face of the earth. Here, it seems that the writer remembered that when this character started, they were actually supposed to represent the darker side of modern internet culture, specifically radicalization. So by making her straight up a streamer who shoots people and directs an army of brainwashed followers to do the same, yeah, I think there's definitely something there to explore. Overall, I think I feel comfortable giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. This one has a lot of potential. I'll be interested to see where it ends up going from here.
Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest. That's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.